Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, I will be driving through the city of Madison, Alabama. Now, I'm going to make a quick disclaimer on this video just to make your watching experience for this video a little more pleasant. Now, this video is a relatively lengthy video, but I'm going to help you guys out a little bit. Now, on this video, from the 8-minute and 45-second mark to the 14-minute mark, I'm gonna be stuck at some train tracks due to a train. So unless you wanna watch and look at a train pass by, skip the 8-minute and 45-second to 14-minute mark of this video. And with that out of the way, let's get started. As I told you a second ago, I will be driving through Madison, Alabama on this video, which is located in Madison County. Now, Madison is located in the northern section of Alabama. This city was incorporated in 1869. This city is located south of the Tennessee River. It is 15 minutes away from Huntsville, Alabama. It is a little under 2 hours from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, the population here is 52,654 people. It has been growing at a rate of 16.8% as of the 2020 census. Now, the crime in this city is very low. The violent crime is 18.5. The national average is 22.7. So the violent crime in this city is below national average. And as a reminder, the higher the numbers, the higher the crime. Now, for property crime, it's at 32.2. The national average is 35.5. So both the violent and property crime are lower than national average. Now, this city is a suburb of Huntsville. This is the largest suburb in the greater Huntsville, Alabama area. Now, the racial makeup here is 70.1% W, 14.7% B, 5.6% A, 6.1% H. The median home price here is at $293,000. If you want to buy anything decent here, look to spend at least $260,000. The median price for rent, and this is for a 1 to 4 bedroom apartment. The median prices are going to go from $660 a month to $1,458 a month. Now, this is the second largest city in North Alabama. Obviously, the largest city being Huntsville itself. Now, many residents work in the Research Park or the Redstone Arsenal. And this is the fastest growing. This is the fastest growing of the top 10 cities in Alabama, and one of the wealthiest cities in Alabama. So out of the top 10 cities in Alabama, this is the fastest growing city, and it's one of the wealthiest cities in the state of Alabama. Now, a little bit ago, I did a video on I did a video of Hoover, Alabama, so feel free to go check out that video. And I would say next to this city, Hoover, Alabama, is going to be right up there with the wealthiest cities in Alabama. And here in Madison, you also got Madison's largest employer, which is Intergraph, which is a computer software company. So Intergraph is going to be the biggest employer apparently here in Madison, which is a computer software company for those of you that work tech. Now, I'm pretty sure this company might have other positions that are non-tech, but I'm going to assume that the majority of the openings are tech, and given that it's a computer software company, the majority of these positions are going to probably pay six figures, if not close to six figures, starting. Now, and as far as things to do in this city, you got the Rainbow Mountain Trail. You got the Insanity Complex, which is basically a gaming entertainment center where you can go roller skating, and I believe they got rock climbing, and they got the arcade there as well. And there's several different parks in this city. You can also go visit the Alabama War Museum. There's also the Mad County Winery. And if you're a drinker, there's several places throughout this city to go and grab you a beer and something to snack on. And there's also a few different souvenir shops in this city as well. Now I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to skip over to the 9-minute mark or so, and I'm going to continue to do a little bit more talking and just tell you how I feel about the city. So I'm going to skip over to the 9-minute mark. All right, I just want to give my 2 cents about what I think about this city. Basically, this city reminds me a little bit of Carmel, Indiana. For those of you, well, no, scratch that. This city reminds me of Fishers, Indiana. For those of you that have watched my Indiana videos and you came across my Fishers, Indiana video. I mean, this city to me is basically a cheaper version of Fishers. Or for those of you that are familiar with Mid-Tennessee, this city could be looked at as maybe the cheaper and slightly less crowded version of Hendersonville, Tennessee. Now, before I forget, I also want to let you guys know that towards the last 5 minutes and 15 seconds of this video, I will be showing the lower price houses in this city, which some of the lower price houses in this city are going for $185,000. So, towards the last 5 minutes and 15 seconds of this video or so, you will see some of the lower price houses, which the lower price houses are going to be $185,000. And as you guys will be able to see, those houses are going to be, now it has a Madison, Alabama address, but I think it's one of those type of situations to where, although it's got a Madison, Alabama address, in reality, it's going to be outside of the city of Madison corporation limit. And when you guys go to that part of the video, another thing that I would like to point out is where those houses are located, the cheaper houses that you'll see at the end, towards the end of this video. Now, one thing I notice is it does the cell phone. My cell phone reception, anyways, out that way was not good. So I'm going to assume that those houses are most likely outside the city limit, and I'm going to also assume that when it comes to cell phone reception out there is going to be poor, because my cell phone reception out that way was poor. And I'm going to also assume, based on experience living here in Alabama, that if you move out that way, your internet reception, the quality of your internet is most likely not going to be the best. So if you're a blogger, or if you work full time and you need internet to get your work done, you might want to do some investigating on what type of internet services are out that way, and the quality of the internet that you're going to get before you move out that way. For Madison, Alabama, $185,000 for a house is cheap. But I just want to put that disclaimer out there about that part of Madison. Now, back to what I was saying a minute ago. Now, as far as Madison, Alabama, in my opinion, it's going to have the typical amenities of many of your suburbs. It's going to have the typical suburban feel, if you guys haven't noticed that already. A lot of the houses in this city are larger and they're pricey. Your yards are manicured, as y'all can see. There's a lot of growth going on here. You got a lot of building and development going on. Now, I would say this would be a good city. If you're living in Tennessee and maybe you're looking for a place to live that's nice, to where the renters are still relatively mild. Maybe you don't want to be too terribly far from your family. I would say this would be a good city to come and check out. Like I said, using Mid-Tennessee as a reference, this city would be comparable to a Goodlettsville or Hendersonville, Tennessee. So if you're one of those people that live in that type of a setup in Tennessee and housing prices have gotten too expensive, or maybe you're looking to sell your home and leave Tennessee because maybe it got too crowded and it's just not what you want it to be any longer, then you can come down here and check out this city, which will give you a setup very similar to many of the suburbs in Tennessee, except for cheaper. Like a good, I would say, $50,000 plus cheaper. And also, if you're coming from the Midwest, or perhaps you're coming from the East or the West Coast and you're looking for a suburban lifestyle and you're looking to live in an area to where the weather is not too crazy, to where your renters are relatively mild and the amount of snow and ice you gotta deal with will be to a minimum. For those of you guys that are looking for a climate like that, mixed in with a strong economy and a relatively low cost of living, you might want to come check out this city. Now, given that this city is located in northern Alabama, and also given that this is a suburb, obviously the cost of living here is not going to be the cheapest. It's going to be one of the more expensive places to live in the state of Alabama. However, when you compare a community with this type of a setup to other communities with similar setups, your housing prices here are going to be substantially cheaper. Like, for an example, if you compare this area to a setup like this closer into Nashville, like if you compare this city to, like I said, to a Hendersonville or Goodlettsville, Tennessee, which are suburbs of Nashville, you will find that the housing prices out here are going to be a little cheaper. And traffic out here is going to be not as crowded. And at the same time, you still will get to enjoy a strong economy with high-paying jobs for those of you that got the proper education. And you're not too far from Nashville. I mean, you're less than 2 hours away from Nashville. So you can still go to Nashville, and whatever it is you enjoy doing up there, you can go up there and do, and not pay all that extra cost of living. And basically, that's my 2 cents about this city. I mean, I think if you're looking for a suburban type of atmosphere, this would be a good place to check out. If you're looking to live in northern Alabama. So on that note, I'm going to quit talking and I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Leave comments below. And on that note, everyone have a blessed one, and I will see you guys on the next one.